All right, guys, so we got a huge problem here. We got plenty of Hellcats, Scatpacks, TRXs, Durango Hellcats on dealership lots, and they're waiting for people, but nobody's buying them. We got plenty of inventory, plenty of quantity, no buyers. The market has literally shifted since 4 months ago. 4 months ago, you couldn't find a Scat Pack. You couldn't find a Hellcat. You couldn't find a Charger Challenger V8. You couldn't find a T-Rex, a Hellcat Durango. You couldn't find any of these cars on parking lots. But dealerships have all of these cars in ample amounts. Wide bodies, slim bodies, Hellcats, jailbreaks, T-Rex, everything. And nobody's buying these cars. What's going on? Some dealerships are getting so desperate, they're cutting off the market, the markup, and just going with straight MSRP. Listen, come buy this car, please. I'm not charging you anything over MSRP. Just get it off the lot. What's going on? Why are people not buying these cars? Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Knockout 360 here with another video, man. So you can tell I'm in the car that makes this a car blog. You already know what's going down when I come around. Let's get into it. I've got car content, car shows, car reviews, car meets, anything and everything car related happens on this channel. So if you're into that, make sure that you stick around because you're in the right place. For everyone else, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you know what's coming out and when it's coming out. So let's talk about it, guys. What's going on, man? I've been getting calls from dealerships all over North Carolina. I've been seeing stuff on Instagram. I've been seeing stuff on even TikTok. I've been getting phone calls. Scat Packs, Hellcats, wide bodies, slim bodies, T-Rexes, Hellcat Durangos. They're here and they're waiting for you. But for some reason, you're not buying these cars. And some of these dealerships are getting so desperate to the point where it's like, listen, just no MSR, no markup. Just MSRP. Please come and get this car. I have never seen, I went to my home dealership, or the dealership that I bought all of my Dodges from last weekend. This past weekend, as a matter of fact. Not this weekend, this past weekend. And I had never seen that many Scat Packs and Hellcats and T-Rexes and Durango Hellcats and Durango 392's in one place in my life. And I know sometimes I've exaggerated things in the past. Hold on, this is my favorite feature. I love that. And look at the steering wheel. Out of the shot. I forgot. This is my YouTube setting right here. But I have never seen this many 392's and Hellcats, wide bodies, slim bodies, Durangos, T-Rexes in one place at one time. And more importantly than that, it seems like people just aren't even buying them. Right? Let's rewind 4 months ago. Let's go back to what? May of this year. You couldn't pay somebody over the sticker to sell you a wide body Scat Pack Charger. They were nowhere to be found. North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, these cars were nowhere to be found. Nowhere. But out of nowhere, we have an influx. We have the quantity, we have the supply, we have the inventory, but there's no demand. Some of these cars, like there's a particular Durango Hellcat that's been sitting at my Dodge dealership. And that Durango Hellcat has been sitting there probably since June. And it's a clean ass Durango Hellcat. Now, don't get me wrong. They tried to get greedy when that Durango first touched down. When that Durango first touched down, they wanted $138 for it. $138 fully loaded, leather seats, sunroof, the whole nine Durango Hellcat. They were taxing like crazy. Nobody was going to pay $139 for a Durango Hellcat. So they eventually dropped it. They dropped it to $108, right? No markup, $108. Still, nobody's buying it. It's still up there as we speak. At this point, they just want your best offer. Like, just make us an offer and take it off the lot. It's been sitting here for almost 3.5, 4 months. Just get it off the lot. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad it's getting. So for once, the dealerships have finally caught up with the inventory, but it's like people don't want it anymore. Now, what I mean, like, listen, if I type in Dodge Charger, it's going to bring up all of the recent or the close Dodge Chargers for sale in my area. I'm looking at a 2023 in the B5 blue Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat. MSRP, they want $91,325 for it. And it's for sale in Charlotte, right around the corner. Nobody has touched it. I'm looking at a dope ass lime green Dodge Charger Hellcat wide body, right? Let me go ahead and screenshot this so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. All right, so like I said, we got the 2023 Dodge Charger SRT jailbreak Hellcat in the B5 blue for $91,325 for sale. Then they got a 2023 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat jailbreak once again in the lime green with the black hood already on it for sale for $92,311. It's just waiting on you. Then they got another one in the octane red 2023. I've never seen this many current year for sale Dodge Charger Hellcats just sitting on lots waiting. 2023 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat in the octane red Hellcat in Charlotte. They want $90,412 MSRP. And then they got another one, Dodge Charger Scatpack. Now this is where a lot of people are, this is why a lot of people are holding off on Dodge. So let's click on this one. This is a 2023 Dodge Charger Scatpack. Oh my God. Wants me to do some security bullshit. Yeah, so honestly, this is why a lot of people don't even want Dodges right here. I'll tell you right now, this is exactly it. 2023 Dodge Charger Scatpack wide body, rear-wheel drive. Guess how much they want for it? $71,910. $71,000, $910. And this is at Capital CDJR of Indian Trail. I actually know exactly where this is. They want $71,000 for a brand new Scatpack wide body. In that situation, I get it. No way in hell you should be paying that type of price for a Scatpack. Wide body, slim body, whatever. I get it. They're pushing the Hornets. Then they got another one. This is in Concord. 2023 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat jailbreak. This is in the Destroyer Gray, I think. $93,209 for sale, waiting on you. Another Hellcat for sale, waiting on you. This one's a Scatpack in Pineville, 2023 Dodge Charger Scatpack. They want $65 for it. Yeah. Greensboro, Capital CD, like Scatpack, all of them wide body. I've never seen this many Scatpacks, wide body Chargers for sale at one time. Like normally you'll see one or two pop up, and then by the time you go on the website and take a look at it, it's gone. In a day or so, 2 days, 48 hours is gone. 3 hours, 72 hours is gone, right? These cars are just sitting here. Finally, these dealerships actually have the inventory that people have been asking for, and there's no one to buy it. There's no one to buy it. Like these cars are literally just, I don't know, they're just sitting here. Like nobody wants them. I've never seen that many Scatpacks, Hellcats, Durangos in one area. They had so many. Like normally, you know, for the safety of these types of cars, they always pack the Scatpacks and the Hellcats inside, right? And that lets you know, that's a testament to just how limited the quantity is, because obviously the inside is only but so big. But most of these dealerships never had more than 3, 4, 5 Scatpacks, 2 or 3 Hellcats max. So it's one of those things like we can just put them inside, lock up, good to go. They've got so many of these cars sitting around waiting on people to buy them that they've got them on the lots now. They got them outside. Like there's no way that there's no conceivable way that they can hide this many Scatpacks and Hellcats simply because they got so many of them. And it's like, what's going on? Now, the only thing that I can point to is exactly what I literally just pointed to. The fact that even though the inventory is there, the price is not there. This dealership, Capital Chrysler, let's see here. What is this? Capital Dodge Jeep Chrysler Ram and Indian Trail. They've got a 2023 Dodge Charger Scatpack wide body in the octane red, and they want $71,910. I understand what you guys are saying, right? If you go to the dealership looking for a Scatpack and you see this type of price on here for a Scatpack wide body, I get it. And the reason that I get it is because that's Hellcat territory right there. I think anything 70 plus is Hellcat territory. At that point, you may be better off looking for a used Hellcat. And the reason that I say that is because I remember being at a car meet recently, and it was a 2016 Dodge Charger Hellcat. Obviously, it was a slim body, but it had the original sticker and everything to it, and it literally said $75,000, $75,310 or $75,910. I don't know, but it was $75,000 for the Hellcat in 2016. So from 2016 to 2023, that $75,000 is not going to get you anything more than a Scatpack in modern day. So a lot of people are just not feeling the prices, and I get that. $71,000 for a Scat Pack, that's a no-go, if you ask me. That's a no-go. That's a hell no, as a matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't imagine paying this type of money for a Scat Pack. So this is really what's scaring off a lot of potential customers, is the price. I mean, tell me, man, $91,000 for a Hellcat, $92,000 for a Hellcat, $90,000. If you go up there and you're talking for a $90,000 Hellcat, you can probably talk them down to what, 86, 87, 88 maybe? Get that for 80s? And to be honest with you, in this day and age, in 2023, getting a brand new Dodge Charger Hellcat in the 80s, I mean, I don't think that's bad. I mean, I think obviously that's not the best that it can be. Obviously it's a Dodge, I get it. But it's just like, that's not the worst price I've seen. I've seen these cars going for 123. You know what I'm saying? I've seen these cars going well over 6 figures. But, I mean, yeah, like this one right here, Dodge Charger RT. This is just a RT. It's the Daytona, but it's still very much so just an RT. Let me screenshot it here so you can see what I'm saying. This is in Greensboro, very much so RT, but they want, well, they're saying MSRP is $53,825. So this is more than what I paid for my wide body Scat Pack when it first came out. MSRP is $53,825, but they're doing the dealer discount of $2,000, and that's going to bring it down to $49,818. Military program. So they're throwing a whole lot of stuff in here if you happen to have it. Retail bonus cash, drivability / automobility program, $1,000. Military is $500. Dealer discount is $2,000. So realistically speaking, if you don't qualify for any of these discounts, they want you to pay $53,825 for a Charger RT sedan, which is wild. Don't get me wrong, that's wild. And the reason I say that is because I got my Scat Pack wide body Charger in 2020 for 47. You know, for 47. So I understand where you guys are coming from. The prices are just not matching up. Like, Dodge has the inventory. They have the allotment. They have the quantity. But for $70,000 and all I'm getting is a Scat Pack? Nah. For $53,000 going on $55,000, all I'm getting is a RT? Nah. You know what I'm saying? RTs back in the day used to run, what, 33, 34, 35,000? I remember paying 33 for my V6, and that was just because my V6 had the Beats audio, the leather seats, the sunroof. It was loaded from top to bottom. But if it was just kind of a standard V6, I probably would have got that for about 30. And then the RTs back then was probably about 35, 38. And now they're charging 53. Almost $15,000 price difference there. So I get it. The prices are not working. The prices are not working, but guys, I mean, these dealerships, they got the cars. They're waiting on you. It's just one of them things, like, you're going to have to do some serious talking down as far as the price is concerned. But the good part about it is that these cars are hanging around so long on these dealership lots that these dealerships have to move these cars. So it's one of those things, like, for the Durango Hellcat, for instance, the 2023 Durango Hellcat that I said came in at 138 and then they dropped it to 108. If you go in there and say, listen, I've got $92,000 in cash right now, or $92,000 cashier check, or whatever the case may be, how would they take that kind of money? Take it or leave it. I'm quite sure that they would take it, because that Durango has been sitting on a lot going on 4 months at this point. They would take it and be glad to take it. So I'm saying that to say, when you go on these dealership lots and you go on these dealership floors and they're talking about 71 for a Scat Pack, you know damn well that car is not going anywhere anytime soon. It's going to be there for a while. So it's one of those things, like, okay, so your option is you can take the chance of getting that 71,000, right? And the caveat is that you may not ever get that 71,000, or at least it may take another month, maybe 2 months of this car sitting on the lot at this price. Or you can take this $58,000, $59,000, $60,000 that I got in hand and give me that damn car. You know, a lot of dealerships are going to take that money just because these cars have just been sitting on the lots and a lot of people can't move them for some reason. It's been real slow for cars to be sold here for the past 2 months. And out of nowhere, Dodge gets this huge inventory of all these cars, and it's like, sell them before the end of the year. And it's like, people really aren't buying these cars right now because you're taxing. So yeah, man, the inventory is there, the stock is there, the quantity is there, whatever you want to say is there. But it's got to make sense for you as far as the price is concerned. The price has to make sense. And if the price makes sense, then by all means, purchase it, get what you want. But if it doesn't, at this rate, you should be able to go from one Dodge dealership to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, and pick and choose what really works for you. If this dealership over here is charging 70, tell them that this dealership over there is charging 65. And if they don't want to match it, okay, that's fine. I'm going to the one at 65. And then once you get to the one at 65, talk them down to 62, 60 if you can. Lower than that if you can, you know, because at this point, they're motivated. It's the end of the year is coming up. Holidays are right around the corner. They're trying to make some of that money. And of course, you know, like I know, these dealerships got to get rid of these cars ASAP, get them off the lot. So they're motivated. A lot of people are motivated right now. So if you go in there and you're talking the right game and you're able to kind of, you know, finesse, well, I'm not going to say finesse, but negotiate for yourself and negotiate the price that you want, a lot of these dealerships will work with you because these cars have been sitting on the lot and they're going to be sitting there for a little while longer. They're ready to get rid of these cars any way that they can. So that's what it is, guys. Inventory is there. The demand is not for some reason, but you and I both know why that is. The prices are just too damn high right now. They got to come off of it. If they come off of it, then these cars will move. If they want to hold to it, these cars will stay there for the next 2 or 3 months until Christmas. And then at that point, you have to come down, you know. As always, guys, it's Benny Boy Knockout 360, man. Talk to me. Like, subscribe, comment. How do you feel about it? I mean, so what we do know is that the auto worker strike is it's either going on or it's in the process of going on. So a lot of these manufacturers are looking at it like, let's just get these cars out before the strike happens. If the strike happens tomorrow, at least we can say that we put out enough inventory and enough stock to last us probably to the end of the year or close to the end of the year, right? As opposed to, you know, dealerships already skimped and the auto worker union strike takes place and then there's no cars, period. They figure, let's just send everything out before the strike and hopefully that'll last us for a couple months until the strike is over. We can get people back to work, what have you, start building new 23s, whatever. So that has a lot to do with it. That's why a lot of these dealerships are getting these huge inventories is because, you know, the strike is going on and they were trying to get ahead of it. So I don't know, guys, the cars are waiting on you, but it's got to make sense. Peace.